Hello everyone and welcome to rounds 7 and 8 of the British GT Championship. We're here at Oulton Park for the penultimate round of the season, and what we're going to do in this video is we're going to take a look at some of the 17 corners. We're going to take a look at some of the key overtaking spots as well of this 2.7 mile Oulton Park circuit. So one thing Oulton Park isn't short for is hills, and there's lots of them. We start one just before we start the lap. So now we're on to the start-finish straight, charging towards Oulton Corner, the first corner, a long sweeping right-hander. Oulton Park is of course the circuit where sim star James Baldwin and his teammate Michael O'Brien won their very first race for the Team Rocket McLaren. So anyway, let's get back to the circuit. So let's look at this long left-hander. So this is Foster's, and then we're on to the long lakeside straight, called Lakeside because, believe it or not, there's a lake on the left-hand side. We've got a long running straight here, and then we're into the island bend, and then we've got one of the first key moments on the circuit, the Shell Oil's corner. Okay then, so here we are at the first major overtaking spot on the circuit. It's turn 5, it's the Shell Oil corner, and as you can probably see, it's a bit steep. It's got a good bit of banking to it. It's actually 11 degrees, the banking, but you have got to be careful. As Andrew Howard of the Beach Dean AMR team found out when he ended up in the gravel over there, it can bite. So let's do the classic banking test with one of these, a mechanic's favourite piece of kit. Right, so here we go. So after maximising your run out of turn 5, you've then got a short little respite before heading towards the first of 2 chicanes. This is the Britain's chicane, and the exit on this one is key because the exit of this one feeds onto the hilltop, which is the longest straight on the track. As we then crest the hill, come down the hill towards the Hislops chicane, which is another key overtaking spot. So here we are, we're at the next major focus point, and that's the Hislops and Knickerbrook chicane. So as you can see here, we're actually at the end of the longest straight on the circuit. As they crest the hill, the cars will then charge down here, and then they'll be charging into this chicane. Now it's essential you get the line right on the first bit of the chicane, because if you're offline here, it will then throw you out for the second bit. But the interesting thing is, because it's a switchback, if you're coming from the outside, that's then going to flow right round to here. That's then going to give you inside to the second part of the chicane. So even if you've been overtaken coming into the Hislops part 1, it's not all over, because you can hang it round the outside, swing it in, and get it all sorted for part 2. Having navigated one of the more technical parts of the circuit, we're now at the bottom of Clay Hill, and as we mentioned at the start of the video, Oulton Park is full of long and steep hills, and Clay Hill is definitely one of those. So the cars are going to charge up here, come under the bridge, and then flick the car slightly to the left before swinging them round to the right for Druids Corner. Okay, so here we are, we're round at turn 12 now, we're at Druids Corner. So the key thing with this one is it's a double apex corner, so quite often we'll see the drivers miss this first apex over there on your left hand side and then swing the car in, so we're connecting with this apex here. Now if we come in close here, you can actually see on the ground, so these are what we call marbles. So this is disregards off the tyre as they're running at such a high speed, and the tyre's actually pulling apart, and this is just really it's like blue tack, it's really sticky. And the track's actually quite rubbered in, so you can feel your feet sticking to it. And another key thing with this corner, you want to hook it up here and then go down the Deer's Leap, which is the hill, and then run into the final corner to maximise the lap time of the lap and make the most of your trip around the circuit. So we're definitely into the final part of the lap now. We've just got this penultimate straight under the Warwick Bridge, and then we're on the run to Lodge Corner. Now Lodge Corner is quite a bit sharper than you think it is. And then after Lodge Corner, we've dropped into Deer Leap, an amazing down and uphill section to come under the bridge and to finish a 2.7 mile lap of the Oulton Park circuit.